hi, Chris Kohler here with Wired.com, where we just got out of Microsoft's E3 2008 press conference. Chris Baker, what a show.
It was something. There were some real head scratchers, some kind of what are they thinking moments, but there were a lot of bombshells.
Yeah, and the biggest bombshell of them all, Final Fantasy XIII. Used to be Sony's biggest exclusive for the PlayStation 3. It's now coming out simultaneously on the Xbox 360 in North America and Europe whenever the game finally launches. They still showed the same old pre-rendered footage of it that they've been showing at the last, 3 Sony press conferences, but still, huge news that Xbox 360 has FF13.
That was just icing on the cake. They started off showing that they've really sewn up the hardcore gaming audience. We've got Resident Evil 5, which has sort of a Gears of War co-op feel. We've got Gears of War 2, which just looked incredible.
Let's do this.
We've got Fable 2, sophisticated, quirky RPG, and Fallout 3, which looks to be even better than Elder Scrolls in terms of sort of just a big, explorable game world. And, lots of gory stuff, lots of stuff hardcore gamers love.
Yeah, lots of emphasis on online play with Gears of War and Fable and even Resident Evil, which was kind of surprising. And that was the first half of Microsoft's press conference. The second half, they moved over to the casual gamer, to the Wii audience. They're really trying very hard to bring those people over to Xbox 360. They've got the new Avatar system, which pretty much looks like Nintendo's little Mii characters, but is in fact built into the brand new Xbox Live experience that they also showed off.
Yeah, it's sort of, people talk about how Nintendo with the Wii was pursuing a blue ocean strategy. They can't compete with Microsoft and Sony for the hardcore gamers, so they're off somewhere else. Now Microsoft is going back in with a red ocean strategy. They are contesting this area that the other consoles have sort of owned. They have direct competitors now to iToy, to SingStar.
Yeah, it's a little odd because it's like Microsoft just seems to be like, well, if Nintendo has it or Sony has it, we've got to have it too on the Xbox 360. Trivia games, karaoke games, things like that. And really, there's also been some very interesting announcements in terms of video and TV content at Xbox 360, including they just announced they were partnering with Netflix. And if you've got a Netflix account and an Xbox Live Arcade account, you can watch Netflix's library of digital movies on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, that's probably going to get lost in the shuffle among the game press, but that could be the biggest deal coming out of this show. I mean, a simple, easy-to-use video-on-demand service, that could be a really big deal.
Microsoft, it seems, really wants to be all things to all people. They want to own the hardcore gamers, the casual gamers, the movie watchers, and everybody in between. Whether they can actually manage to pull that off or whether they just sort of end up getting stuck in the middle is anybody's guess at this point. But really, a pretty good press conference to kick off this year's E3.
Time will tell.